Ready to go for game number 2 here at the Hauser Center. The Rogers WHL Championship Series will switch to Langley this week for games 3 through 5. Raiders looking for a split on home ice before they hit the road. A look at tonight's referee lineup brought to you by the Inspired Vapor Company with locations in Prince Albert and Melfort. Your referees tonight, Fraser Lawrence and Steve Papp. Your linesmen, Dion Foster and Chad Hughes, to be video goal judges, James Mays. And your supervisors are Kevin Mensch and Richard Dirksen. Ready to go for the Great Canadian Oil Change opening face-off. Dante Hanoun with Parker Kelly and Justin Knackbauer. Max Martin and Sergei Sapego on the blue line. Ian Scott between the pipes. The Raiders will control as the Giants counter with Jared Demetru, Owen Hardy, and Dawson Holt. Bowen Byram and Alex Tanek-Liepert are the defenders out there to start for Vancouver. Justin Knackbauer getting things going with a couple big hits in the early going here. Vancouver out of their own zone. They'll chip it out to neutral ice and look to work ahead. Max Martin turns it back down into the Vancouver zone right on goal. Tendick will leave it there for Tanek-Liepert. He's stripped of the puck. Parker Kelly out front. Montgomery, his shot just ricochets wide on the one-timer. Parker Kelly creates a turnover. Montgomery works it down low now for Alexei Protas. What a rush there for Montgomery, and the crowd came to life. Here's Montgomery down behind the net. Watched by Byram. Montgomery knocked to the ice now, but Leeson pulls it free up high for Protas. Able to reach in and get a stick on that one was number 34, Braden Watts. Braden Pahul turns it back into the defensive zone. Hayes ahead for Leeson. He and Montgomery cross paths, but Leeson dumps it in. He'll go after it himself off the end boards. Leeson out front. That one ricochets away from Alex Protas. And the Giants come the other way. Justin Sordiff short of the red line. He'll send it all the way down. Icing the call against the Giants. A minute 16 into this first period. What a jump for the Raiders out of the gate.
Yeah, great start for the Raiders. As you mentioned, just a little over a minute into this one, but Justin Knackbauer certainly made his presence felt on that opening shift. He took a pretty good run at Bowen Byram down in the corner as well. Byram was able to step out of it. He just caught a little piece of him, but Byram certainly knew that he was under attack.
Here's Fonstad right off the draw. He curls around behind the net, sends it up the wall. Right point, Pahal sends it in. Deflected by Tendick off the glass. Bouncing side of the net, touched by a high stick by Fonstad. And the faceoff will come out to neutral ice. But another look there for the Raiders. And Marty, back to that icing call on the Giants. It was a razor-thin call again, just shy of the red line. We saw it all night last night, but I think it was consistent both ways.
It was.
And I think the supervisors have talked to the teams today, and that's just what it's going to be. You need to get the red line if you want to dump it in, which really it should be all the time, but they usually let that couple feet go. Raiders dump it right back in off the draw. Back to the blue line. Here's Braden Pahal. He'll work around Tristan Nielsen. Coming in right side. A shot up high and a save made by Tendick. Good work there for Pahal. Gregor now up high for Cole Fonstad. He'll cut his way up high. Across into the slot. Fonstad left circle. Puts it on goal. Save made by Tendick. Rebound swung up high. Pahal. A drive and a block by Nielsen as Tendick tried to get back into the play. Pahal back to the line. And Hayes has to hustle after this one in neutral ice. He'll play it ahead now for Gregor. Raiders turn it up ice again. Here's Noah Gregor into the zone. Wrist shot just high into the glass. Tendick got a piece of that one as it whistled in towards the crossbar. Jaden Joseph takes a hit from Pahal and doesn't clear. Gregor knocks it in deep. 2.5 into this one. All Raiders to start game 2. Vancouver gets the clear. And Pahal hustles back with Braden Watts on him. They'll play it near side for Masella. Quickly ahead for Moe. Spencer Moe into the offensive zone, left side for Pierce. Shot on goal, and Tendick puts it into the netting. And out of play, Tendick sensing a storm building here in the Hauser Center. And he just gets the face-off in his own zone.
And it's just been one line after the other for the Raiders coming out and applying pressure. Fourth line comes out, change on the fly. Easy transition out of the Raiders' defensive zone, down the ice. Pierce gets a good shot in on Tendick.
Spencer Moe on the draw, lined up against Milos Roman. Shots 4-0 in favor of the Raiders. Faceoff comes right there. Pierce, he'll load and fire off a stick. And it comes rolling in on Tendick. He'll hang on to that one, but a good look there for Pierce. Vancouver says enough of this. We're going to switch our line. The Demetru line with Byram and Tanek-Liepert come out. Vancouver going with their top 5, and Raiders will keep their fourth line on the ice with Gooley and Masella.
And it's an interesting that Mark Habshai chose not to change up these three, but obviously showing some confidence in them.
That's the faith he has in his whole lineup. And why not? Spencer Moe won that last draw, and they get a look. Eric Pearson, Alex Kanek-Liepert jousting back and forth a little bit. Former teammates with the Regina Pat Canadians. So their history goes back a couple years. Moe now against Dawson Holt on the draw. Puck comes back to the line. It'll get past Masella all the way down. No icing as it came back off a Raider stick. Masella back behind the net. He's checked by Dimitru. Gooley works it ahead for Jacob Brook. And Brook will sling it rink wide for Eric Pierce. Pierce takes a hit from Bullich and works it in deep. Side of the goal, Jacob Brook, a wraparound attempt. He had the open cage, but the defender got a stick in the way and broke that one up. The Giants come the other way. Owen Hardy in right sider, that's Dawson Holt rather, centers it, and on the back check was Jacob Brook to break that one up. And away from the play, we'll see Hardy and Gooley knock the net off behind Ian Scott. Play is blown down 3:14 into this first period. Still no score, but it's all Raiders early on.
It certainly is all Raiders, and this faceoff is coming outside the Raider blue line. So it was Hardy that definitely drove in on to Ian Scott and knocks that net off the pins.
And credit Owen Hardy on the replay. It was him that got back and broke up that wraparound attempt by Jacob Brook. He had the open net. Tendick was out of play, but Hardy gets back and breaks it up. The Giants on the puck off the neutral zone draw. Bafaro right side for Dylan Plouffe. He'll chip it in for Sveikovsky. Sveikovsky into the Raider zone. Ian Scott swings it up the left wall. Cut off there by Sveikovsky. Worked around near side, and Parker Kelly will go back to retrieve that one. Kelly under some pressure. He'll go back for Pahal. Pahal reverses behind for Hayes. Hayes back to Pahal. And the Raiders slowly find their way ahead. Up the middle, Dante Hanoun chops it past Davis Kosh. Plouffe swings it across in the defensive zone for Bafaro. Off the glass out to neutral ice. Hayes turns it ahead for Kelly into the offensive zone. He'll curl back, but the puck bounces out to neutral ice. Pahal sends it right back in. 4 minutes gone in this first period. Giants getting outshot 5-0. Centered now, here's an odd man rush for Vancouver. Bafaro and Sordoff. Justin Sordoff, his backhander, whistles wide. The Raiders got back on the back check and broke that one up. Montgomery the other way now. He'll gain the red line and send it in. Byram back to pick it up. He'll drop it off for Milos Roman. Roman up the middle on the tape for Justin Sordoff. He'll gain the line right side, bumps it around behind the net. And in there is Milos Roman. He's stripped of the puck by Sean Montgomery. Right wing, Brett Leeson. Leeson looks to center. It's intercepted by Sordoff. And the Giants reload. Alex Kanek-Liepert ahead for Watts. Right on the tape. Watts into the zone. He's defended well by Max Martin. And he doesn't get to the net. Protas up the middle, intercepted. Watts, a shot off a leg and wide into the corner. Montgomery behind the net near side. It's Max Martin. Martin centers for Montgomery, and the Raiders ahead with control once again. Redlining in for Sean Montgomery. Brett Leeson after it. On the forecheck, he'll knock it loose for Montgomery. Montgomery and Leeson come away with the puck. Montgomery looking for Protas out front. And that one broken up before the pass could get through. Nielsen the other way, redlining in. Over 5 minutes gone in this first period. No score yet in game two. Puck work down into the Raiders zone. Noah Gregor finds a loose puck behind the net. He'll swing it left side for Fonstad. Fonstad doesn't like what he sees, so he'll go across for Pahal. And the Raiders bring it ahead. Weisblatt ahead for Fonstad. Too far for him. And Bullich will control in the defensive zone. Giants work it ahead. Weisblatt cuts it off. Down to the corner. Weisblatt. He's got Gregor out front. Looks to shoot. It's blocked on the way. A good defensive recovery there by Vancouver. And the Giants come ahead. Bullich has Weisblatt down in front of the goal. That's why the crowd is reacting. Weisblatt just gets up now. He'll take the stretch pass into the offensive zone. Weisblatt sends it in deep. 6 minutes gone in period number one. No score yet. Bowen Byram planted by Gregor in the corner, but he'll work it ahead. Gooley has it at his own blue line. Fans on the puck, and Dawson Holt will keep it in the Raider zone. Masella back to pick it up left corner. Masella takes a hit from Hardy. And Hardy after the puck in the corner. Banked around behind. Right corner, it's Spencer Moe. Moe squeezed by Holt. Gooley now met by Hardy. He'll swing it behind for Masella. Giants putting some pressure on. Shot from the blue line. And a glove save made by Ian Scott. He'll just keep that one. 6:33 gone in the first period. No score in game two.
Well, certainly the fans engaged, especially after that play back in the Vancouver Giants zone. What a great job by Ozzy Weisblatt. He was able to pick the pocket of Vancouver Giants defenseman and then work it in. He tries to get that play out to either Gregor or Fonstad, but good defensive play there by Vancouver.
Now we'll see Dante Hanoun and Lukas Svejkovsky on the faceoff in the Raiders zone. That long point shot handled by Scott was the Giants' first shot of the game. 6:33 into the first period. Hanoun works it near side for Parker Kelly. Kelly threads it up the middle. Knackbauer will chip it in. He's hard in on the forecheck. Canuck Leaper doesn't like the thought of that, so he bails out, and Knackbauer on the forecheck. Raiders able to recover. Sapega holds it in for a moment, but the Giants now come the other way. Byram working in, drops for Svejkovsky. Long shot handled by Scott. Byram picks it up far corner. Byram plays it down low for Svejkovsky. Svejkovsky spins away from Dante Hanoun. Looking to go behind the net. He's cut off by Sapego. Max Martin sends it up the wall for Parker Kelly. He's squeezed by Dallas Hines, but works it out to neutral ice. Caleb Bullich from Yorkton, the defender back for Vancouver. He'll work it left side for Dallas Hines. Ahead for Fuller. He's angled by Pahal. You talked about Landon Fuller in the pregame, Marty. Here's his first shift of the game. Fuller goes in after Protas. Protas swings it behind the net for Brayden Pahal. Pahal ahead for Kelly. He'll gain the red line and lift it in on Tendick. He blockers it up into the netting and out of play. Face-off coming up down in the Giant zone. 12:24 to go in the first period. Still no score in game two.
Well, the Raiders have definitely upped the ante here on the physical side. Much more aggressive on the forecheck. They've got Vancouver Giants back on their heels for most of this period thus far. Just it's great puck pursuit right now by the Raiders.
And good puck management in their own end. They're not forcing anything. Vancouver takes lanes away, but they don't necessarily come in and pressure, so you can wait a little bit extra and things open up. Raiders control off the offensive zone face-off. Pahal down the wall for Alex Protas. Protas protects the puck. He'll step off the wall, and there he runs into a couple Giants players, and it's knocked out to neutral ice. Zach Hayes now racing with Dawson Holt. Hayes able to recover and work it free. Leeson takes the puck off the skate. He'll bust in, working on Canuck Leaper. Leeson curls back up the left wall in front. Alex Protas, the pass on the backhand. Bounce away, he'll get it back. Fires it off the post. Rebound out front. Leeson can't find it. And the Giants come away with it up the ice. Byram into the offensive zone. He'll put it on target. And it's gloved by Ian Scott. Pahal and Byram engaged for a while. Face-off down in the Raiders zone. Pahal's extra attention to Byron will draw the ire of a couple Giants players, but Alex Protas rings it off the bar just moments ago as he nearly put the Raiders in front.
Well, and that came from after a great feed by Brett Leeson. What a heads-up play that was. And Protas unfortunately lost the handle on that first chance. Then he picks it up again, and we've seen that shot out of Protas now in the playoffs where he absolutely freezes the goaltender.
Davis Kosh, Noah Gregor on the face-off in Raider territory. Giants control, left point Dylan Plouffe. Sends it around behind the net. Davis Kosh there to pick it up far corner. He'll drop it down low for Tristan Nielsen. Nielsen ducks a check there from Pahal. Keeps his feet moving up high for Dylan Plouffe, looking for the tip. Hits a man in front. Loose puck, side of the goal. Jaden Joseph can't jam it home. Nielsen rebound, save made by Scott. And Weisblatt takes it the other way. Close call at the Raider goal. Gregor chops it back for Hayes as the Giants cut it off at the red line. A flurry there from Vancouver. All started with that shot from Plouffe. Fonstad gains his own. He's knocked down by Jaden Joseph on the near wall. Gregor nowhere to go with it, and the Giants bring it the other way. Davis Kosh ahead for Buffaro. Buffaro down into the right corner. He'll send it behind the net for Kosh. Buffaro stripped of the puck, and Max Martin will swing it ahead. Weisblatt chops it out to neutral ice and sort of handles for the Giants. Approaching the midway point of this first period, no score. Sort of gains his way in. Backdoor feed for Watts. Intercepted, and the Raiders come ahead. Montgomery takes the feed from Protas. He'll send it across corner, and Protas there to collect. Protas centers. Brett Leeson cutting high slot. Puts it just wide of the goal as he was fighting through some traffic and directed it towards the cage of David Tendick. Sort of up the middle. Intercepted by Montgomery, and he'll keep it down in the Vancouver zone. Sort of pulls it free behind the net now. Canuck Leapert. He'll play it near side for Bowen Byram. Byram back for Alex Canuck Leapert. Byram left corner. And the Giants will get away from this Raider forecheck and start ahead. Byram a little room to skate. He'll bank it off the wall ahead for Roman. Roman chips it in, handled now by Braden Pahal. Ahead for Montgomery. He'll chop it ahead to Parker Kelly at the offensive blue line. Kelly battling a Sveikovsky. He'll get it in as he takes a check from Kanik Leipert. Knackbauer now in on the forecheck, battling with Milos Roman. Some heavy play down in the corner. Kelly comes away with the puck. He's got Hanoun out front. He scores! Dante Hanoun! 1-0 Prince Albert.
And the Hauser Center erupts with this goal, and this comes from just terrific forechecking by the Prince Albert Raiders. Parker Kelly, Justin Knockbauer in there, banging bodies around and winning that puck battle down in the corner. Comes out to the front of the goal, and there's Dante Hanoun.
Brought to you by Venice House Pizza on second. His 11th of the playoffs, scored by number 17, Dante Hanoun. Assisted by number 27, Parker Kelly. Time of the goal, 10-17.
I wasn't sure if Kelly was going to see Hanoun in time, but he threads that puck out front. Hanoun knocks it home for his 11th of the playoffs. He and Alex Protas now tied for the WHL lead in goal scoring. And the Raiders, the all-important 1-0 lead, but the Giants come the other way. Here's Davis Kosh. His shot handled by Scott. Directed into the corner, and Noah Gregor picks it up there for the Raiders. Left corner, Jeremy Masella back for Noah Gregor. Gregor picking his way. He'll gain the red line and lift it in cross corner. 8:50 remaining in the first period. Gregor didn't have the red line, so that's going to be an icing call against Prince Albert, and we'll take a break. 8:49 remaining in this first period. Prince Albert leads the Vancouver Giants 1-0 in Game 2 of the Rogers WHL Championship Series. Giants win the offensive zone faceoff. A shot from Alex Kanik Leipert is blocked, and the Raiders clear. Giants back to collect in their own zone. Bowen Byram starts up the ice. He'll lead the rush. Comes in left side. Byram into the corner. He's checked there by Jeremy Masella, but he gets the puck in deep. Pulled free now by Caden Gooley. Left side, Justin Knackbauer. Stretch pass for Kelly, and a sprawling play by Jared Dimitru. Covering there for Byram, able to get a stick on it and break that one up. Giants come the other way. Dawson Holt behind the net for Owen Hardy. Hardy protects the puck. He'll step out near corner. Drops it down low for Dimitru. Picked off by Dante Hanoun. And Hanoun lifts it ahead for Justin Knackbauer. Knackbauer ahead to the red line. He'll chip it in. And the Raiders take a change while the Giants work it ahead. Touched in by Dawson Holt. And Hayes picks it up in front of Ian Scott's goal. Up the right side, Brett Leeson. Busting in wide on Milos Roman to the net. The shot and a right pad save there by Tendick. Milos Roman on the puck. He nearly turned it over in the slot, but he gets it right back. Stretch pass up the middle. Sort of can't hang on to it. Out to neutral ice. Byram slides it back in. Pahal ahead now for Alex Protas. And he'll gain the red line. Backhanded in towards a goal. A bouncer on Tendick. And he'll hang on for the faceoff. Every time the Raiders score this postseason, Man Northway GM Cadillac is giving away a $25 gift card to Man Northway. Check out Man Northway GM Cadillac's Facebook page to take part. Tonight's first winner on that goal from Dante Hanoun is Brenda Moniak. So congratulations to Brenda on the $25 gift certificate.
So what you are starting to see with this aggressive forecheck by the Raiders, you're starting to see that Vancouver blue line, they're having to move back a little quicker. They're not going to be able to get as aggressive as normal pinching in.
Leeson, a shot off the draw. Rebound. Montgomery's got it. He'll put it on goal. And Tendick a save there. Pahal aggressive. Comes down and finds that puck in the corner for Prince Albert. Pahal chops it to that. Montgomery alone. A blocker save by Tendick. Montgomery got lost behind the Giants defense. And Tendick able to shut the door on that one. He's been busy. 10 shots faced already. Giants come the other way now. Jaden Joseph chips it in deep. Pahal and Hayes back to battle for that one. Tristan Nielsen knocks it up the left wall, and Hayes there to collect for Prince Albert. Pass off the near side. Leeson chips it past Plouffe, and he'll head off on a line change. Hayes and Joseph caught up in front of the Raider bench, and Plouffe now skates it in. Plouffe bounced by Jeremy Masella before he could get any closer to the Raider goal, and what a feed now ahead for Weisblatt. Into the Vancouver zone, right wall. Weisblatt around behind the net, gets past both Plouffe and Bafaro. He'll drop it off now for Noah Gregor. Gregor stick handling in a phone booth. He'll find Sapego cutting into the slot. Up high, penalty coming. Gregor on the puck, left point, and he'll take it back to neutral ice as Ian Scott heads to the bench. 6-on-5 as Gregor takes it all the way back to regroup for the Raiders. Good shift here is going to lead to a power play, but Hanoun brings it in now. Wrist shot, Hanoun off a stick into the netting and out of play. The whistle goes, and we're going to see a hooking call here against Bowen Byram. And the Raiders get the first man advantage, or rather, that's going to be Svejkovsky. And the Raiders get the first man advantage of the night.
Well, this just comes from the Raiders' speed through the neutral zone. Svejkovsky just inside that blue line. He reaches in and he gets the hook on the Prince Albert Raiders. So Raiders have a great opportunity here early on, picking up this first power play.
Man advantage brought to you by Advantage Collision, formerly JG's, but still the little shop that cares. They'll control a big offensive zone face-off win. Hanoun, a shot save made by Tendick. Montgomery the screen in front, and the Raiders able to recover the puck. Hanoun top of the zone for Max Martin, right circle Noah Gregor. Gregor, rink wide, Hanoun cuts in, fires it, that one sails high. Gregor's got it near wall. Noah Gregor in front, tipped by Sean Montgomery, and Tendick able to handle that one. 12 shots on goal for the Raiders with 5:40 still to play in this first period. A minute 36 to go in this man advantage. Raiders lead 1-0.
So just 24 seconds off of that penalty to Svejkovsky, and the Raiders really good puck movement on this power play thus far.
Montgomery and Owen Hardy on the draw. All starts with a face-off. And another key win for Montgomery. Gregor brings it up high. He'll walk the blue line. Left side for Brett Leeson into the circle. Up high now, Hanoun. Top of the zone, right point, Martin. Back to Hanoun. Hanoun walks across right circle. Gregor up high. Martin, he'll look. Tries to feed to Leeson. That one swatted by Dimitru, but doesn't clear the zone. Martin. High slot for Hanoun. Hanoun curls back up high for Martin. He'll dish right side for Gregor. Martin, left side, Hanoun. Hanoun steps across the top, right side for Gregor. Tipped there by Hardy. Gregor gets it back. Gregor, left side for Hanoun. Crowd getting impatient. Hanoun, left circle for Leeson. Side of the goal for Montgomery. Gets past him. Hines a chance to clear, and he'll lift it over Martin and down the ice. Raiders will switch their unit. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty to Svejkovsky. Under 5 minutes to play in this first period. Hanoun has the Raiders ahead 1-0. They're looking for another. Fonstad into the slot. Weisblatt a shot. And Tendick the save. He was looking for it, but it was up into the glass. Kelly to the blue line, held by Sapego. Good recovery there by the Raider defender. Up the wall now, Kelly and Protas getting worked on. Giants penalty kill aggressive, and for good reason. They get to that puck and knock it down the ice. Sapego reloads. 15 seconds left for the power play. Sapego skates into the blue line, chips right side for Weisblatt. Into the corner, Parker Kelly after it, and he'll turn it back up high for Sapego. Raiders control. 5 seconds till Svejkovsky comes out. Protas drops it off for Kelly. Back up high for Sapego. Sapego down into the corner again for Protas. Protas rink wide feed for Fonstad. Off the wall, he'll collect it. Out of the box, Svejkovsky. 5-on-5, but the Raiders still on the puck. Fonstad drops for Protas. Left side, Sapego shot blocked by Canuck Liepert. And the Giants under some pressure. They'll clear. And Bowen Byram starts ahead, end of a long shift. He'll step over the red line and dump it in. And the Raiders regroup in their own zone. 3.5 remaining in this first period. Prince Albert leads 1-0 as Knackbauer chips it in. Hard in on the forecheck is Knackbauer. Can't get a hit on Hines. But Mo finds the puck just inside the blue line. He can't keep it though as he lost an edge. And the Giants turn it the other way. Mo back to pick it up again in his own zone. Hayes works it free for Braden Pahal. Up the left side now it's Justin Knackbauer. Knackbauer ahead for Hanoun. Hanoun skates it into the offensive zone. Hanoun puts it on goal, and David Tendick a save on that one. Justin Knackbauer cross-check to the ice as he went to go play that puck in the corner, and that gives Dawson Holt the opportunity to skate ahead. Holt over the offensive blue line. Left corner, he's bumped by Masella. He'll drop it down behind the net for Nielsen. Far side, Kosh on it for Vancouver. Pulled free by Montgomery. High slot, Leeson swings it left side for Protas. He'll gain the red line and lift it in. Under 3 minutes to go in this first period. Protas in there to pick it up. Back to the blue line. Pahola drive, and Tendick reaches out, gets a blocker on it at the last second as that one came through his screen. Back to the line. Zach Hayes holds left point, puts it towards the net off the leg of Kosh. Back to Pahal right point, his shot blocked, and Leeson's got it now. Towards net front, Montgomery can't get there, and the Giants work at Nielsen. He's hit by Pahal, and that's going to be a penalty on Braden Pahal. Giants up the ice. Bafaro a shot, and that one whistles wide. Somebody got a piece of it. Roman back to neutral ice. Delayed penalty here on Pahal. Might be a trip, might be a knee. And the Giants regroup. Byram pops it near side. Tendick out of his net. This Giants lethal power play. Now they're taking all the time they want with this 6-on-5. And they'll look for a chance here, but they're also limiting their options at the end of the period with this power play coming up. Gregor touches it finally in the corner. And with 1:42 to go in the first period, we'll see a penalty here, kneeing against Braden Pahal. And the Raiders will go to the penalty kill. Brought to you by Exclusive Auto Marine, your low price leader. Raiders a 1-0 lead.
Well, definitely one of those plays where Braden Pahal just gets a little overzealous on this check. I mean, the puck is gone, and he steps in, and he definitely widens his stance going in. It's the right call. It's a kneeing call that they've made the call, and Vancouver is going to have this great opportunity on the power play.
You know what? You look at that. If he doesn't make the hit, that's a 3-on-1 for the Giants. He had to go for the hit. It was just too late to get a clean check on him. No doubter for the officials, and the Giants' lethal power play will go right back to work. They were 2 for 4 last night, one of them coming on a 5-on-3, but they scored another goal just moments after the power play had ended. Giants work the puck free in the offensive zone. Right point, Dylan Plouffe across the line for Byram. He'll send a shot through, tipped in front. Ian Scott keeps it outside of the goal. Kelly able to find it to the line. Byram holds it in. Left point, Valenti. Down behind the net, Hayes. He'll look to drive it down the ice. Plouffe holds left point. Davis Kosh, rink wide for Valenti. Side of the goal, sort of in alone. Blocker save. Ian Scott as he robs Justin Sordoff all alone in front. Raiders get the clear as we reach the final minute, presented by Carlton Honda. What a save as Justin Sordoff looked like he was going to tuck that one in. A nice backhand move. And Scott shuts the door. Raiders get another clear. Heads up, Brett Leeson, shorthanded. He couldn't get his stick on the puck as Watts chased him all the way and hooked up the stick just enough, but Leeson chases the puck down to the corner. He's got it pinned up against the wall. 3 Giants in there trying to dig it loose, and finally they'll pull it free with 15 seconds to go in the period. Valenti dumps it in, and Dimitru cutting to the net. He'll put it wide, and he runs over Ian Scott. And that's going to do it for this Giants power play. And we'll go to 4-on-4 here with 7 seconds remaining in the first period. Jared Dimitru, credit to him driving the net looking for the goal, but he couldn't stop himself as he went crashing into Ian Scott. And the Raiders will get 1.5 minutes of power play time, about 30 seconds into the second period.
Yeah, 7.1 seconds left now in this first period, and but that Dimitru, he made no attempt to stop. He didn't put the brakes on until he ran into Ian Scott, and referees make that goaltender interference call. And the Raiders do a great job on the penalty kill. Ian Scott does a great job on the penalty kill.
A huge save. The highlight of the night so far there for Ian Scott. Offensive zone faceoff, 7 seconds left, 4-on-4 action. Giants win it. Canuck Leaper drops it behind the net for Jaden Joseph. And the buzzer will sound. The Raiders take a 1-0 lead into the first intermission. Ready to go for period number 2 here at the Art Hauser Center. Raiders leading 1-0 on the Vancouver Giants. Game 2 of the Rogers WHL Championship Series. Vancouver won 5-4 last night. They've got a 1-0 series lead. But it's all Raiders through 20 minutes here tonight. We've got 18 seconds of 4-on-4. Followed by a Raider power play here in the middle frame. It'll be Noah Gregor and Milos Roman on the draw. Roman able to pull it back, and Bowen Byram works it across for his partner Alex Canuck-Liepert in the defensive zone. Canuck-Liepert works his way into Raider territory. Down into the corner, he's checked by Brett Leeson. And Gregor back, but Canuck-Liepert, look at this, keeps the puck alive behind the net. Finally, he's upended, and the Raiders start ahead. Leeson. Right wall, he'll turn away from pressure of Watts. And now the Raiders to the man advantage. Brought to you by Advantage Collision, formerly JG's. but still the little shop that cares. Leeson swings it up high for Hanoun. They'll set up in the offensive zone. Max Martin switches with Hanoun. He'll go right circle for Gregor. Across for Hanoun, back to Martin, a one-timer he found on that one. Ricochets into the corner. Noah Gregor up high, Dante Hanoun. Hanoun for Gregor, right circle, rink wide, looking for Leeson. Off a stick into the netting and out of play. Faceoff will remain in the Vancouver zone. 51 seconds gone in the second period. A minute 2 remaining in the penalty to Jared Dimitru.
Oh, Max Martin would be just a little disappointed with that one attempt. He just wasn't able to get as much on it as he was hoping for sure, and unfortunately not getting the shot all the way through onto Tendick.
We'll see Montgomery here on the draw. Brett Leeson steps in. Dallas Hines clears to the line, and it'll skip away from Max Martin. Hanoun takes it back into his own zone. Hanoun near side for Martin, picking his way through neutral ice. Martin into the offensive zone, sends it rink wide. Hanoun right point, able to get there just in time to hold it in. Montgomery swings it around near side. Max Martin down the wall, handled behind the net by Montgomery. He'll keep it moving up the far boards. Gregor back down low for Montgomery. Raiders looking to set up. Montgomery near side for Leeson. He's under some pressure. Raiders can't get set up. They're keeping the puck moving in Giant territory. Leeson has it near corner. Up high for Martin, and finally they'll get things set up. Right circle. Gregor in front, loose puck. And that one cleared up to the line, held there by Martin. Across for Hanoun. Left circle. Leeson, side of the goal. Montgomery out front for Hanoun. And the Giants stop that one. Back to the line, held by Martin. 5 seconds in the penalty to Dimitru. Hanoun, right side. Gregor, a one-timer, blocked by Hines. Gregor gets it back out front. Leeson just misses near side. Hanoun now, left circle, puts it towards the goal, blocked by Plouffe. Montgomery keeps it moving down low for Leeson. Side of the goal, chops at it. It's kept wide. Sepago now steps off the wall to the slot, draws a penalty, still has it. Plays it up high for Gregor. One-timer tipped up into the air, and the Giants will touch it. Great burst again from Prince Albert, and just as that first man advantage expires, they'll go right back to it here. And back to the box is Jared Dimitru.
So Jared Dimitru just finished serving a 2-minute minor, and he comes right back out onto the ice, and he gets caught on a hooking call, and the Raiders are going to go right back onto another power play. It is going to be the second unit coming out to start this one off, though.
Man Advantage brought to you by Advantage Collision, formerly JG's, but still the little shop that cares. They're 0-2 tonight. Some good puck movement. They'll see what they can get going here. Kelly wins it back for Fonstad. Big offensive zone win. Sepago down the wall for Protas. Back up high to Sepago. Right wall, Alex Protas steps inside of the goal for Kelly. Off a stick, and Kelly swings it left point for Fonstad. Fonstad holds across the line for Sepago. Back to Cole Fonstad. Left circle. Ozzy Weisblatt up high, Sepago. Sepago right circle. Alex Protas. Left point, Fonstad. Across for Sepago. Sepago sends a shot through. That one off a leg, bounces around behind. Kelly will leave it right corner for Protas. Swings it up high for Sepago. Watts thinks about pressuring. Sepago outweights him and settles it down left point, Fonstad. Left circle. Weisblatt in front for Fonstad. Couldn't get the one-timer away. Protas keeps it alive for Prince Albert. Sepago banks it down the wall. Cut off there by Bowen Byram. And heads up. He'll start ahead shorthanded. Bowen Byram cuts in, ducks a check from Sepago. And he went down just trying to miss that check. Byram's hurt. Here's Protas the other way. Weisblatt chips it in. Byram to the Vancouver bench. I don't think he got hit. He was just jumping around that check. And he's slow to the bench. The Raiders bring it in. The Giants right back out. This time it's Dylan Plouffe. Another defenseman leading the rush. Plouffe, a shot off a stick. Bouncing behind the net. Picked up near side by Noah Gregor. Gregor cuts up the ice into the offensive zone. Oh, offside the call. Looked pretty good to me, but face-off out to neutral ice. 16-16 remaining in the second period. 34 seconds remaining in the penalty to Jared Dimitru.
Yeah, Bowen Byron, he definitely went off, kind of favoring one leg or the other. It was hard to tell which, but nonetheless, it looks like he's still on the bench for sure. He was ready to come out for a line change there, but.
Well, I don't think anyone hit him. I think he was. I have to look at the replay. Maybe he was, but I thought he jumped clear of the hit, and in the process of coming down is what ended up hurting him. But either way, the Giants doing a great job on the penalty kill. Just 20 seconds remaining and the penalty to Dimitru, and the Giants continue to rag the puck. Davis Kosh after it. Into the Raiders' zone. Gregor wins that foot race. Hanoun picks it up right corner, but just 10 seconds remaining in the penalty to Dimitru. Hanoun stretch pass for Leeson. He'll touch it in. Tendick plays it around behind the net. Banked up the wall and down the ice. And Dimitru out of the box for the second time in this period. Back to 5-on-5. Raiders power play, nothing doing. Dawson Holt looks to center for Dimitru. Can't get it through, blocked by Sepago. Holt tries again. This time it's Max Martin that turns it back. Up the wall, Leeson centers for Spencer Moe, and he'll swing it ahead for Max Martin. Martin gains a red line and sends it in. Raiders looking to get a change here as Tendick keeps it moving. Fuller, cross ice, picked off by Eric Pierce, and he'll dump it back in. Tendick leaves it right corner for Canuck Liepert. Canuck Liepert across for Byram, who's right back on the ice. After leaving a little bit gingerly moments ago, here's Knackbauer over the line. A drive and a blocker save by Tendick. That one right over the leg of Canuck Liepert. Tendick had to be aware of that one. Canuck Liepert ahead now for Dimitru. Up the wall, Fuller able to get it in, but it's offside as Masella does a nice job of standing him up. 5:11 gone in this second period. Still a 1-0 Raider lead. A quick look at your Outertown scoreboard, which is brought to you by Prince Albert Alarms, your home automation and security experts. Just a quick update from the NHL. Boston leads Columbus 4-3. David Pasternak has a go-ahead goal with a minute and a half to go in the third. Game 5, that series all tied up at 2-2. 14:45 remaining in this second period. Raiders leading the Giants 1-0. Dante Hanoun had the first period goal for Prince Albert. Raiders 0 for 3 right now on the power play. They've had 2 looks in this second period, and the Giants penalty kill has done a great job. Max Martin up the wall for Weisblatt, deep in Raider territory. Weisblatt has it on the right wall. He'll swing it across for Cole Fonstad. Fonstad threads it ahead for Gregor, cut off by Buffaro. It'll bounce back into the Giants zone. Buffaro shovels it up the wall, held by Weisblatt. He'll bank it in off the end boards, right out towards the front of the goal, and Tendick keeps it back behind the goal. Buffaro up the wall, intercepted by Weisblatt, and he takes a check there from Milos Roman, stays on it, and the puck cleared to neutral ice. That one kind of thigh on thigh there as Weisblatt heads off gingerly. Raiders regroup in their own zone. Here's Leeson over the red line, sends one in. Tendick plays it up the wall for his defender, but Protas gets there first. Protas into the slot for Leeson. Backhander looking for Montgomery. Doesn't get through, and the Giants regroup. Dylan Plouffe, right corner, Montgomery all over him. Plouffe up the wall. He'll advance to neutral ice. Handled there by Zach Hayes. Pahal takes a feed from Hayes up the middle for Leeson. Bounces away from him and sort of knocks it into the Raiders' zone. Hayes near side for Montgomery. Nielsen closing on him. Loose puck picked up by Alex Protas, and he'll send it into the Vancouver zone. Nearing the 7-minute mark of this second period. Big hit, Braden Pahal, as he steps up on his man and keeps the offensive zone. Protas in front looking for Montgomery. Off a stick, but Protas has it now right corner. Up high for Zach Hayes. From the blue line, Hayes trying to get a shot through. He'll put it off the end boards, and it's off to the back of the net. Leeson, nice move around Plouffe. Backdoor, Hayes, a shot and a save made by Tendick as he gets across. What a feed there for Zach Hayes. He got a good shot away, but Tendick gets across. That all started with a huge hit by Braden Pahal as he caught Yannick Valenti with his head down. Max Martin keeps the zone. Played behind the net. Hanoun centers, and that one back to the left point, held by Sepago. Into the left corner, Parker Kelly. Kelly cutting to the slot. He's pulled down, but the Giants don't clear. Hanoun, right side. Kelly waits. Sepago, toe drag, scores! Sergei Sepago caps off the passing play, and Prince Albert takes a 2-0 lead.
How was the patience on that play by Parker Kelly? Looked like he was going to go to the net. Then he sees Sepago, and then Sepago, he looks like an all-star on that play.
Oh.
That was big-time hesitation, just a little bit of a toe drag, and then snap it straight upstairs.
brought to you by Venice House Pizza on second. His third of the playoffs, scored by number 12, Sergei Sapego. Assisted by number 27, Parker Kelly. And number 17, Dante Hanu.
What a shift for the Prince Albert Raiders. The power play struggles, but even strength looks like a power play. And a big goal there for Sapego. Raiders a 2-0 lead. The Vancouver Giants, nearing the midway point of this contest, have 6 shots on goal against the Raiders here in Game 2. Prince Albert knew they needed a big effort tonight, and so far they've got it. Masella comes down the wall, knocks down his man, but Dimitru finds the puck. Up the ice, drops it off for Dawson Holt. His long shot handled by Scott. First shot of the period there for the Giants. Dimitru keeps the zone, right side. Bullich down into the corner for Holt. Out front, Dimitru can't pull the trigger. And Gregor works it ahead. Weisblatt, Fonstad to the net. Fonstad, save made by David Tendick. Oh boy, another good look there for the Raiders.
Well, another solid play down in their defensive zone, able to get the stick on the puck and get it off the Vancouver Giants stick. And good quick breakout there. Cole Fonstad goes in and he has a terrific look. He tries to go blocker side on Tendick. Tendick just squeezes the arm down and keeps his puck inside.
Montgomery out here for the draw, lined up against Milos Roman. Roman jumps, so he'll get kicked out. In comes Lukas Sveikovsky. Sveikovsky stick down. Montgomery waits. Now he'll dig in, and Leeson pulls it back for Hayes. Back to Leeson. Blue line walks the line. A shot hits a leg in front, and it ricochets into the corner. Leeson has it now. Centering for Montgomery up in the air. He'll glove it down. Gets a shot anyway. Off a leg, and the Giants come the other way. Sveikovsky shy of the red line, and he'll send it in. The linesmen have been consistent on those icing calls. Face off into the Giants zone again. Every time the Raiders score this postseason, Man Northway Cadillac GM is giving away $25 gift card to Man Northway via their Facebook page. Tonight's winners on the first goal from Hanoun, it's Brenda Moniak. On the second goal from Sergei Sapego, it's Kelly Moniak. So good night for the Moniaks. A couple gift cards won here tonight. Another offensive zone face-off. One Martin, a shot and a glove save by Tendick. Montgomery has been a beast in the face-off circle here tonight.
Well, Vancouver was looking for a quick whistle, looking for that line change on that icing call. You go back to that icing call, it was Zach Hayes. He just closes that gap up, and he's able to hold the Vancouver Giants on the other side of the center line. Great job there by Hayes.
Montgomery stays out there for the offensive zone face-off between Protas and Leeson. Line up opposite Jaden Joseph. Montgomery pulls it back. Hayes comes right down the wall. Look at this. Hayes around behind. Look to center for Montgomery, but the puck rolled away. Leeson has it now behind the net. He's checked by Byram. Montgomery comes in, puts a hit on Kanik Liepert. Liepert able to stay on it. Nielsen knocked down by Hayes, but he'll work it ahead for Davis Kosh. Kosh working in on Braden Pahal. And Kosh saw Pahal coming, and he stepped away. Pahal with a puck, but Kosh gets it right back. Hayes up the near side now for Alex Protas. His centering pass blocked by Nielsen as Protas fanned on it. And the Giants send it back into the Raiders' zone. Hayes up the right side for Leeson. Brett Leeson has room to skate, and he'll bring it up the right wall over the red line and in. Raiders get a line change. 10.5 to go in this second period. 2-0, the Prince Albert lead. Buffaro breaks his stick. Kelly brings it right back in. Parker Kelly a shot blocked by Seth Buffaro. A good recovery there by the defenseman without a stick. And it'll slide back into Raider territory. Masella up the wall for Parker Kelly. Kelly spins off a check. He'll center that one close to being intercepted by Dimitru, but it'll find Sapego near side. Hanoun bouncing puck. He can't get it towards net front. Back on the left wall, it's Sapego. Stepping off the boards, he's hooked down by Owen Hardy, and the Raiders will go right back to the man advantage when we return. 9:58 remaining in the second period here at the Art Hauser Center. Raiders right back to the man advantage. The Prince Albert speed has given the Giants grief tonight, and they'll set up in the offensive zone. Max Moore to the high slot. His shot tipped in front. Tendick the save. Raiders man advantage for advantage collision. Here's Gregor. A shot, and that one handled by Tendick. Montgomery finds the puck for Prince Albert. Right point, it's Max Martin. Near side, Dante Hanoun. Hanoun down the left wall for Leeson. Steps into the circle. His shot blocked by Canuck Liepert. Worked up the wall. Leeson keeps it up high for Martin. Right side, top of the circle, Noah Gregor. Back up top for Martin. His shot ricochets in front. Montgomery jams away. Can't put it home. Hanoun, right side. Gregor, he scores! Power play goal! Noah Gregor, 3-0 Prince Albert.
Well, the Art Hauser Center is rocking now with that power play goal. The Raiders really started to change things up on that third power play. You could see everything. It was look to the net, look for a shot. You could see them looking for that shot, and it didn't seem to matter who had the puck. They were looking for that shot, and eventually it's Gregor that's able to finish it off.
Brought to you by Venice House Pizza on second. Scored on the power play. 9th of the playoffs, number 18, Noah Gregor. Assist to number 17, Dante Hanoun. And number 10, Max Martin.
Now, Marty, we've seen 2 straight sequences here. Landon Fuller, we talked about him in the pregame. He's out here for one reason. He's asking everybody in sight for a fight right now. That's clearly his role. And he's jousting with Justin Nachbauer right now. He hasn't played a game all playoffs until game 1 of the final. He took a check from behind penalty last night. Should have had 2. Played about 3 shifts. And now with the Raiders up 3-0, he's out here asking everyone he can for a fight. Keep an eye on number 4 here as it gets worked in. Offside call at the Raider line. Well, we have a quick moment. A lot of freezing and melting and all kinds of stuff here in the spring. Never know what to put on your vehicle. For expert advice on those tires, head on down to OK Tire in Prince Albert.
Justin Nachbauer taking his spot next to Landon Fuller. A little bit of conversation happening there, and now some jousting again.
Off the draw, the Giants control. Buffaro across for Plouffe. Bank it ahead for Nielsen. Knocked into the Raiders' zone. Scott stops it up behind the net. Fuller bearing down there. He was looking for the knockout hit on Max Martin. Saw it coming and got out of the way. Worked out to neutral ice. Here's Buffaro. Checked by Nachbauer. Hanoun right side for Kelly. And he'll flip it in. Hanoun down to the corner. Buffaro closing on him. Thrown out front by Hanoun. And handled now by Jaden Joseph. He takes a big hit from Parker Kelly. Lined up his man, and now Max Martin goes crashing into the end boards. Playing a puck against Tristan Nielsen. And that's just an awkward play as Martin's reaching for the puck. He got his feet tangled up. And he goes crashing in. Coincidental the whole way, but he'll pop up. He appears to be all right. In some discomfort heading off.
Yeah, we're going to be paying attention to this one. This was an awkward play here by Max Martin. He goes crashing in. It's not looking good. He's going straight down to the Raider dressing room, and wow, that could be a big blow for the Prince Albert Raiders in this contest right now, and possibly for a couple of future games from the looks of it.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. He's still on the bench. Sean Montgomery lined up for the defensive zone face-off against Milos Roman. Jeremy Masella near side for Alex Protas. Now Martin heads down to the trainer's office with Dwayne Bartley. David Tendick swings it up the near side. Alex Protas cuts it off. Raiders on the puck up high. It gets past Masella and out to neutral ice. Braden Pahal looking ahead for Leeson. Blocked by Sordoff, and it bounces back to Pahal in the defensive zone. 8 minutes remaining in this second period. It's a 3-0 Prince Albert lead. Montgomery chips it in, and Canuck Liepert sticks a foot out, takes the legs out from under Montgomery as he tried to gain the offensive zone. Giants bring it out to neutral ice, sent right back in by Montgomery. Canuck Liepert back to pick it up. He'll play it behind the net for Dallas Hines. Left side for Watts. Sordoff up through neutral ice. He'll chip it past Pahal. Masella back to collect with Roman crashing in on him. Pahal behind the net with Sordoff on him. Montgomery pulls it free. Masella head for Leeson. Heads up. Dimitru closing in. Went for the puck, and the Raiders come away with it. Montgomery gains the offensive line. A wrist shot and a save made by Tendick with Montgomery in looking for a rebound. Or Fonstad, rather. He and Canuck Liepert will have an exchange at the end of that one. 7:24 to go in the second, and a 3-0 Raider lead.
I think we're definitely starting to see a little bit more pushback here from the Vancouver Giants as you know, you look at the shots on goal, 23-7 in favor of the Raiders. Vancouver's been held to one shot in this period. And we had Brett Leeson busting in, and he gets a little close to Tendick, and he ends up with the goaltender stick wrapped up in him, rips him right out of the hands of Tendick.
Shots on goal brought to you by Prince Albert Insurance. They'll be there when you need them. Like you said, Marty, 23-7 in favor of the Raiders tonight. They're up 3-0 with 7 minutes to go in the second period. Fonstad works the puck in. Byram back to pick it up. Up the wall for Owen Hardy. He'll bank it out to neutral ice. Sepago ahead for Weisblatt. Bouncing puck, he'll play it back for Sepago. Up the wall, Zach Hayes. We'll see the Raiders defense mismatched a little bit here with Max Martin in the dressing room. A hit on Sepago behind the Raider net by Dimitru. Gregor up the wall. He takes a hit from Owen Hardy. And the Giants trying to crank up the physicality here. Looking for some momentum. Gregor lifts it in for Weisblatt. Gregor has it now checked by Dimitru. Gregor works up the near wall up high for Sepago. Sepago banks it around behind the net. Fonstad has it. Fonstad high slot. Finds Sepago. He'll step in left side. Shot and a save made. That one may have hit a body, may have been blocked by Tendick. Not sure, but the Giants under pressure will send it down the ice. And an icing call against Vancouver. Face-off back into the Giants zone. 6:21 to go in the second. And a 3-0 Raider lead.
Boy, Sergei Sepago ever gaining some confidence handling that puck. This puck comes back to him. He just has a little bit of a look, and then all of a sudden he makes a move, and he's just clear, and he's wide open. Goes in, gets another good shot, trying to go top shelf on the left-hand side of goaltender David Tendick.
Dante Hanoun on the draw against Jared Dimitru. Back to the line, Jeremy Masella. Down into the corner looking for Kelly. It's read and intercepted by Bowen Byram. He'll start ahead. Left side now, Owen Hardy brings it in, but Byram was way offside, so the face-off back out to neutral ice again. Every time the Raiders score this postseason, Man Northway Cadillac GM giving away a $25 gift card via their Facebook page. Tonight's winners on goal 1, Brenda Moniak. On goal 2, Kelly Moniak. And that third one from Noah Gregor, Darcy Ann Mayert is the winner from Man Northway Cadillac GM. Dante Hanoun and Davis Kosh on the draw. Right in front of the Giants bench. Kosh will pull it back to Plouffe. Near side, it's Caleb Bullich. Up the middle into the Raiders' zone. Pahal turns it back. Kept in by Jaden Joseph, but he's bounced by Dante Hanoun. And it's cleared out to neutral ice. Dylan Plouffe collects in his own zone. And Plouffe starts ahead for the Giants. Up the right side, he'll pass rink wide for Bullich. He'll step up on it and work it in. He's hit by Braden Pahal after chipping that one into the zone. Pahal leaves for Hanoun, up the wall for Kelly. Right back to Hanoun, and the Raiders are up. Hanoun over the offensive blue line. He'll shoot, blocked by Dylan Plouffe. Kelly back for Braden Pahal. Left side, Zach Hayes threads it across looking for Kelly. It'll carry behind the net for Knackbauer. He's met by Caleb Bullich. Bullich up the near side for Jaden Joseph. Giants out of the defensive zone. Kosh chasing it down into the Raiders zone. Pahal leaves it there for Zach Hayes. Hayes up the boards. Montgomery shovels it ahead. Protus looking for it, but they can't get it in to the offensive zone. Montgomery waits, and now he'll flip it in himself. Byram back to pick it up. He'll work it up the right wall for Jaden Joseph. Out to neutral ice. Glove down by Sepago with Fuller bearing down. Fuller knocks the puck loose, and Davis Kosh has it now. Left point, Byram, a shot and a glove save by Ian Scott. Fuller in there causing a commotion. He gives a cross check to Sepago. Masella gives one to Fuller. Down goes Fuller, and a face-off in the Raiders zone. 4:49 to go in the second, and a 3-0 Raider lead.
Well, no shifts for Landon Fuller in the first period. He's certainly being called on now the latter half of this second period. Couple of shifts, three shifts for sure now for Landon Fuller, but you can certainly see that he's trying to make that physical presence felt out there.
Yeah, trying to give his team a spark here, down 3-0, and nothing going right for the Giants so far this evening. Left point, Canuck Leapert, a shot, loose puck in front. Fuller, the backhand attempt, and that one blocked on the way. Here's Sordoff now. Justin Sordoff around behind the net, wraparound attempt, and that one handled by Scott. Fuller planted in front that whole time, and now Fuller gets clipped by Sepago away from the puck. Fuller goes down. Sordoff out of the corner, a shot, and Scott with a save. Good shift here by Sordoff and company. Down into the corner, Roman spins away from Masella. Down low for Justin Sordoff. Out front, Fuller can't get a stick on it. Montgomery has it, but he can't get it out. He's checked by Sordoff. Leeson off the glass and out to neutral ice. Great shift by the Giants' fourth line. And now they'll turn it ahead. Holt lost the puck, and Gregor the other way for Weisblad. Right side, Fonstad. Fonstad for Gregor. Too far for him. He'll take it off the bounce. Weisblad rebound. Save made by Tendick. Weisblad into the corner for Noah Gregor. Checked by Dimitru. And Dimitru pulls it ahead for the Giants. Left side for Fuller. Out of his reach. Pahal turns it back to the Giants zone. And now Byram up the middle, intercepted by Fonstad. He'll cut into the slot, and a save made by Tendick on that shot by Cole Fonstad. Canuck Leaper checked by Fonstad. Back to the line, Pahal. Right wall, Weisblatt. Gregor, rink wide for Pahal. Backdoor, couldn't get a stick on it. He'll step out of the corner, and a save made by Tendick. Gregor keeps it alive, down low for Fonstad. Gathered by Canuck Leapert, and he'll hammer it off the glass. It settles in front of Owen Hardy. Into the Raiders zone, Hardy cuts to the net, and a save made by Scott. Hardy gets it right back in the far corner. Hardy up high, Kosh blocked by Noah Gregor. Gets down in front of that one. Davis Kosh still has it for the Giants. Left side, Hines a shot over the crossbar, and Fonstad has it on the near wall. He'll lift it out to neutral ice. Less than 3 minutes to go in this second period. 3-0 is a Raider lead. Gooley steps up on Kosh, and he'll work it down into the Giant zone. Bafaro now ahead for Kosh. He'll slide ahead for Jaden Joseph. Driving wide on Sapego behind the net. Sapego stays on Joseph. Nielsen follows up. Right point Bafaro across the line for Dallas Hines. Hines sends it behind the net. Nielsen watched by Gooley. Tristan Nielsen, low center of gravity. He keeps moving. He's got the puck on the far wall. Up high Bafaro. Down into the corner, picked up by Kosh. Kosh lost the puck as he's checked by Hanoun. Gooley can't play that one as he's taken down by Joseph. Kosh battling with Hanoun. Down into the corner, Davis Kosh tries to switch with Nielsen, but Hanoun breaks that one up. Sapego now tied up by Kosh. They exchange some blows back and forth. Under 2 minutes remaining in this second period. Puck pinned up behind the Raider goal. They do not want to blow this one down. Joseph pinned up by Gooley. Comes loose into the corner. Kelly slashes the stick out of Watt's hands. They don't call that one. Giants bench is livid, and rightfully so. And here's Hanoun up the ice. Backhander. Tendick missed that one, and it just missed the post. Knackbauer a hit on Byram, and he works the puck loose down low. Knackbauer, Leeson. Checked there by Plouffe. Leeson steps off the puck. Backdoor Montgomery. What a save by Tendick as Montgomery had the redirect at the back door. Plouffe now lost it. Leeson in front. Montgomery tips it wide. Protas on the far wall. Down into the corner. Plouffe picks it off for the Giants. He's battling with Montgomery. And finally, the Giants get it out to neutral ice as we reach the final minute of play. Brought to you by Carlton Honda. Hayes volleys it out to neutral ice. Byram back for Plouffe. Raiders lead 3-0 here late in the second. Giants a 1-0 series lead in the Rogers WHL Championship. Byram taking his time in his own zone as the Giants change their forward lines. Byram doesn't like what he sees. He'll turn it back once again. Crowd getting on their feet. Here's Byram again. He'll bank it up the left side onto the tape for Dimitru, but Masella chips it back ahead for Leeson. Leeson takes a hard hit from Hardy, but lifts it down the ice. Montgomery there to pick it up. He'll chip it down low. 15 seconds remaining. Up the left side, Hardy clears to neutral. Pahal sends it right back in. Sort of goes for the big hit on Pahal. Pahal gets the better of him. The crowd applauds that one. And time's going to run out on the Giants here. The buzzer sounds. And a 3-0 Prince Albert lead into the second intermission. We saw right at the buzzer there, Marty. Mark Habscheid talked last night about Bowen Byram throwing his head back every time a Raider stick goes near him. He got a chop on the wrist at the buzzer and his head snapped back. And now the Giants are going to argue the non-call on the slash, but either way, dominant 40 minutes. from the Prince Albert Raiders tonight, 3-0 after 2. Welcome back inside the Art Hauser Center, getting ready for the Great Canadian Oil Change opening faceoff for period number 3. Raiders lead 3-0 over the Vancouver Giants. Game 2 of the Rogers WHL Championship Series. A Raider win in this series is split, heading back to Langley for games 3, 4, and 5. The puck is down and the Giants control back in their own zone. Dylan Plouffe ahead for Hardy. It'll get past him, and an icing call against the Giants in the opening seconds of this third frame.
It's going to be a big third period for the Prince Albert Raiders, and as some folks have started to mention, it's possibly the last game here at the Art Hauser Center. You just never know what's going to happen here, with the possibility of games 3, 4, and 5 out in Langley. So Raider fans are certainly going to try and embrace and cherish every minute of this third period.
If I was a betting man, I would say this is probably coming back, but who knows? Off the draw down in the Giant zone, it's stretched up the middle as Vancouver controls. Cut off by Sepago in neutral ice, and he'll regroup in the defensive zone. Left side, Masella back to Sepago. Right side, Dante Hanoun. He'll chip it in, and Tendick leaves it at the side of the goal for Seth Bafaro. Up the wall, Owen Hardy lost that puck, and here's Hanoun. Working up top of the zone, drop pass for Nackbauer. Intercepted by Hardy, and the Giants bring it ahead now. Chipped in deep into the Raiders zone. Hayes plays it out front. A shot by Roman, and a save made by Ian Scott. Point blank opportunity for Milos Roman, and Ian Scott shuts the door.
Roman right in the middle of the slot, and definitely the Raiders lost track of where the players were on the ice on that particular play, as there was nobody there. Roman unloads on that shot, and a huge save there by Ian Scott.
He's made a couple big ones tonight. You look at the shots, 27-11, and you think a quiet night for Ian Scott, but he's had a couple grade A chances he's had to turn aside. Vancouver on the draw. Here's Bowen Byram down the left wall. Into the corner, Brett Leeson swings it up high. Watts gets a piece of it, and it'll carry all the way down into the Vancouver zone. Canuck Liepert there to collect behind his net. He'll drop it off for Watts, and Watts brings it up the right side. Watts lost that one as Protas converges for Prince Albert. Down the wall for Sean Montgomery. Montgomery plays it down low behind the Giants' net. Bounced up near side, and it's lifted out to neutral ice. Sergei Sepago plays it ahead at the Raider line, picked up by Milos Roman. Roman working in left side. He's stopped by Jeremy Masella, and Masella plays it back behind the net for Sergei Sepago. Sepago left side for Protas. 90 seconds gone in this third period. Raiders leading 3-0 on the Vancouver Giants. It's dumped in. Byram picks it up. He'll curl back behind his own net. And Bowen Byram sends it up the middle for Davis Kosh. Kosh left side for Plouffe. Plouffe up the middle, intercepted by Fonstad, and he'll bust ahead. Cole Fonstad working in a shot, and that one off the stick of Bullich. Bouncing into the corner, Gregor on it now. He's bounced by Plouffe, and Jaden Joseph comes away with it. He'll center. And it's picked up by Davis Kosh. Over the red line, he'll put it right in on Ian Scott. Around behind the net, Nielsen out front for Kosh. Comes back to Plouffe, a shot. He scores, but it's waved off. A penalty coming, and a hooking call is going to bring this play to a halt. Who is it on? We don't know. We do know that the Giants' goal won't count, and it's Noah Gregor heading to the box.
Noah Gregor's heading to the penalty box with a hooking call, and definitely
some Giants personnel up here in the press box you may hear on the radio right now. 2:16 into this third period. 3-0 Raider lead. Vancouver will go to the power play here. Down by 3. Gregor, the hooking call, and the referees conferring.
Yeah, definitely Gregor with the hooking call, and it knocks the Vancouver Giant player down. And the Vancouver Giant player takes out Ian Scott right in the blue paint on that play. But Noah Gregor is definitely in the box, and no goal is the call.
So it's waved off. Is it because the Raiders touched it, or is it because incidental goaltender interference? We don't know. But Gregor's getting called for hooking, and the Giants will go to the power play. Raiders back to the penalty kill, brought to you by Exclusive Auto Marine, your low price leader.
And not much of an argument from the Vancouver Giant bench is interesting because, definitely, Ian Scott has definitely taken right off of his feet on that play. The puck does come back to the Vancouver Giant defenseman, who then fires it, but he's staring at a wide open net.
Yeah, and Scott had been upended there, so the faceoff stays down in the Raiders zone. Vancouver power play here early in the third, looking to get some momentum going. Leeson finds the puck off the draw. He'll send it down the ice. Bouncing puck handled by David Tendick, and he'll leave it there for Dylan Plouffe. Plouffe starts ahead. He'll dish it right side. Up the ice, it's Valenti. Valenti had a power play goal late in the second period last night. Comes up the near wall. Byram steps down on it, and he'll rim it around far side. Brett Leeson, first man on it. He's got Montgomery waiting at the far blue line. The pass just skips away from Montgomery, and Tendick gets to that puck first. If that pass was on the ice, Montgomery was free and clear on a shorthanded break, where the puck just sailed a little bit, and now Vancouver brings it back ahead. Kosh lost it at the Raider line, and Masella will lift it down the ice. Halfway through this penalty to Noah Gregor. Raiders penalty kill tonight brought to you by Exclusive Auto Marine, your low price leader. They're 1 for 1 so far. Kanik Liepert into the Raiders zone, left side for Milos Roman. He'll drop it off, and Sepago handles it now. Picked up by Hanoun. He'll go off the boards, and that's a friendly hop off the wall past the defender and out to neutral ice. Brought ahead now by Sordoff. Back for Pahal. He'll handle that one for the Raiders and send it down the ice once again. 35 seconds remaining in this penalty to Noah Gregor. 16 minutes remaining in regulation. Raiders up 3-0. The Vancouver power play brings it in again. Roman on the wall, sends it rink wide for Kanik Liepert, right point. Up high, Dimitru. Left side, Milos Roman. Up high, Kanik Liepert. Alex Kanik Liepert walks the blue line. Right side for Roman, into the slot for Sveikovsky. Lost that one, Dimitru has it now. Jared Dimitru, a shot blocked by Hayes. Dimitru still on it behind the net. He's checked by Pahal. Captain on captain behind the net. Gregor out of the box. And we're back to even strength. Raiders successful on the penalty kill. Roman keeps it in the zone for the Giants. Left point, Dimitru. He and Pahal collide again. Dimitru's stick rides up into the chin of Pahal as they engage. And the Giants regroup in neutral ice. Dallas Hines ahead for the Giants into the zone left side. Tries to put it on goal, but Masella cuts it off. He'll send it up the left wall for Fonstad. His cross ice pass off a stick, but it'll clear to neutral ice. Picked up by Gregor. He'll lift it in as we near the 5-minute mark of this third period. Raiders a 3-0 lead. They're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Owen Hardy centers now. Caleb Bullich turns it back into his own zone. Bullich near side for Dallas Hines. Hines ahead for Hardy, chipped in. And an offside call against the Giants. Brings it back out to neutral ice. 5:10 gone in this third period. Raiders lead 3-0.
Well, we see that offside call against Vancouver. It was a delayed offside, but they continued to push down on the Raiders. Nobody was backing out of the zone on that delayed offside call, so they blow it down.
Still no sign of Max Martin here in the third period. Looks like his night is done as he went into the boards awkwardly in period number 2. So something to keep an eye on ahead of game 3. Giants bring it ahead. Chipped in by Fuller, and Ian Scott out of his net. He'll play near side for Parker Kelly. Fuller bearing down on him. Fuller pulls the puck free, and he'll curl back behind his own net. Fuller drops it off now for Seth Bafaro. Bafaro turns away from Nackbauer. He'll start up the ice. Seth Bafaro near side for Dylan Plouffe. Into the offensive zone left side. Dylan Plouffe taking it around below the goal line. He's met there by Masella. Now a bouncing puck side of the goal handled by Scott. And the Raiders come ahead. Kelly reaching for that one just a little too far in front of the penalty box. But it'll carry into the Vancouver zone. Davis Kosh leaves it for Dylan Plouffe. Plouffe across now. Seth Bafaro up the middle, chipped ahead. Kosh looking for it, but it's picked off by Braden Pahal. And Pahal with Kosh looming, able to work it ahead for Montgomery into the offensive zone. Sean Montgomery fires it. That one misses short side. May have been off his stick. Pahal at the red line. Moves it ahead again. This time Montgomery brings it in, and he drops the shoulder on Tristan Nielsen as he worked that puck in. Giants the other way. Tipped in by Kosh. Looks like he didn't get a stick on it, and icing in effect against the Giants. Face-off into the Vancouver zone. 6:28 gone in this third period. Raiders up 3-0.
Sean Montgomery just lowered the boom on Tristan Nielsen on that play as Nielsen was coming in. He thought he had Montgomery with his head down, but obviously Montgomery saw him coming and he just leaned right into him and knocks him down. Then an icing call coming as Vancouver is trying to push the envelope here. They're down by 3 and they've got to get into this one.
Noah Gregor, Davis Kosh on the draw. Down in Vancouver territory, picked up by Weisblatt down in the corner. Behind the net, he's watched by Sveikovsky. Nice move by Weisblatt. Out front, Fonstad, and a save made by Tendick. Fonstad came in looking for that loose puck. That'll draw the attention of Vancouver. Weisblatt able to get himself free, attracts the defenseman, and that leaves Fonstad all alone in front.
Wow, the big thing there is the Raiders win this face-off and they get good puck control and just get that puck going towards that Vancouver goal. Everybody's in there. Fonstad was looking for the rebound. Tendick was able to cover it up.
Shots on goal right now, 29-12 in favor of Prince Albert. Shots brought to you by Prince Albert Insurance. They'll be there when you need them. Noah Gregor, Jared Dimitru on the draw. Dimitru pulls it back. Bowen Byram has it right corner. Gregor after him. Byram plays it up the near wall. Hardy chips it out to neutral ice. Dawson Holt ahead now for Caden Gooley, or looking to get it past Caden Gooley, and Holt will find it in deep. Back to the right point. Canuck Liepert. Back for Holt. Holt plays it towards the front of the net, and a loose puck in the slot. Pulled free by Hardy. Hardy down the right wall in Raider territory. Hardy around behind the net. Picked up now by Holt. Holt working against Caden Gooley. Drops it off for Hardy. And now Holt gets a stick up high on Gooley. Those two go to the ice. And they're going to let it go both ways. Dimitru on the wall. Byram. Byram on the near side. Byram leaves it for Canuck Liepert, left point. Canuck Liepert switches with Dimitru. Good shift here for Vancouver. Backdoor Byram can't put it home on the backhand play. Byram on the right wall now. Drops it off for Sordoff. Sordoff up the wall. Back down low for Hardy. Hardy keeping things moving for Vancouver. Raiders under some pressure. They need a line change. Roman, right side, Sordoff. Sordoff into the corner. Byram out front. Roman, shot, rebound, save made by Ian Scott. And now Weisblatt gives it to Gregor, chips it behind the net. Jeremy Masella back for Gooley. Up the near side, it's Weisblatt. Raiders don't want to ice it. Fonstad will chip it in, shy of the red line, but no icing as it settles down. The Raiders will get the line change they need with under 12 minutes to go here in the third period. Raiders up 3-0. Vancouver presses but not able to score. It's lifted in as Milos Roman goes in after it, right corner. Roman up towards the blue line, picked up left point by Dallas Hines. Hines plays it around behind the net. Sapego can't hang on to it. Milos Roman into the corner for Justin Sordoff. Sordoff tied up by Pahal. Sapego plays it near corner. Knackbauer's got it up the boards. He'll center for Hanoun. Up the ice, here's Dante Hanoun. Into the zone, left side. Kelly looks to shoot, and he's tied up. Kelly keeps his legs moving, though. Up to the left point, it's Hayes. Wrist shot from Zach Hayes. And Tennick makes a save. He'll keep it moving. Banked out to neutral ice as Knackbauer finishes a hard hit on Bullich. Sordoff on the puck. He'll bring it ahead over the red line and lift a high one in nearly over the glass behind the Raider goal. And Hayes finds it behind the net now for Jeremy Masella. Masella out to neutral ice. Dylan Plouffe there for the Giants. Stripped of the puck by Protas. Here's Leeson out front. Montgomery. One-timer just wide. Loose puck behind the net. That one got in on the skates of Montgomery. He tried, but he just put it wide on the glove hand side. Giants regroup now. Dylan Plouffe lifts it high out to neutral ice, and a bouncing puck handled by Zach Hayes. He'll bank it back towards the Vancouver line. Tristan Nielsen finds the red line and sends it back in. Midway through this third period, Raiders lead the Giants 3-0 in Game 2 of the Rogers WHL Championship Series. Hayes rink wide for Leeson. He'll chip it in and go after it himself. Leeson, right corner. Watched by Buffaro. He'll pin it up against the boards. Buffaro knocks it free. Fonstad cuts him off, and he'll go behind the net for Plouffe. Back to Buffaro. Near side, Owen Hardy. Out to neutral ice, picked up by Dimitru. He's checked by Pahal, but the puck stays with him. Dimitru, left side now, Hardy. Into the offensive zone, knocked off the puck again by Pahal. And this time it's Gregor ahead. Fonstad to the net, and a save made. Loose puck, Weisblatt can't put it home. Raiders still on it. Pahal, right point, wrister. That one misses wide. And Weisblatt finds it for PA. Gregor up high. Pahal, a shot. Breaks the skate of Owen Hardy. And it bounces out to neutral ice. Sapego, near side, Gregor. He'll lift it in, but Weisblatt was in offside. 9:08 to go in this third period. Raiders lead 3-0. Welcome back inside a rowdy Art Hauser Center. 9:08 to go in the third period. Game 2 of the Rogers WHL Championship Series. And it's all Prince Albert tonight. 3-0 is a Raider lead. Shots 31-13 in favor of the home team. And 9 minutes to go for the Giants as they look to mount a comeback. Canuck Leipert, near side for Bowen Byram. Off the glass and down the ice. He and Scott out of his net. And he'll just leave it for Sergei Sapego. Giants all thought Scott was going to play it, so they bailed out. And he just left for Sapego. Raiders clear to neutral ice. And Canuck Leipert turns it ahead again. Milos Roman for sort of a shot from the slot. Off a stick and wide. Down into the corner, it's Dante Hanoun. Up the wall. Knack Bauer out to neutral ice. And the Giants look to bring it back in. Watts touches it offside. And it's an intentional offside. So the faceoff right back in to the Giants zone with 8.5 to play in this third period.
Yeah, faceoff is going all the way back into the Vancouver Giants zone because there is definitely a delayed offside. The linesmen have been very clear on making their voices heard to the players, and Watts intentionally plays it.
Yeah, Dion Foster and Chad Huseby, they have been very consistent here tonight. They've kept a tight standard, but they've stuck to it all night long. Giants win the draw. Here's Bowen Byram up the right wall looking for Jaden Joseph. Turned back by Zach Hayes, but the Giants get it back. Nielsen sends it in cross corner. The former Calgary Hitmen, acquired earlier this season by Vancouver, but the Raiders recover. Fonstad rink wide for Weisblatt. Too far for him, but Gregor follows up. Gregor into the offensive zone right side. He'll protect the puck and knife it down low for Weisblatt. Weisblatt behind the net for Cole Fonstad. Fonstad drops it back into the corner for Weisblatt. Situational hockey here for Prince Albert. Could have tried to force one to the slot, but he just kept it moving down low. And look at this work by Ozzy Weisblatt. He's cross-checked by Plouffe. And the Raiders will go back to the man advantage when the Giants touch it. Scott to the bench. 6-on-5. Fonstad left circle, fires it. And now Plouffe gets another shot in for good measure. And Plouffe is going to go up for cross-checking. Raiders back to the man advantage for the 5th time tonight. They're 1 for 4 so far.
Yeah, and the power play was very effective, obviously, in that second period. They did go 1 for 3 in that second period on the power play, but there was no doubt on this play. This is just good hard work by the young Ozzy Weisblatt down in behind that Vancouver Giant goal, and Plouffe just eventually just got tired of Ozzy taking care of that puck and puts a cross-check across him.
Man advantage brought to you by Advantage Collision, formerly JG's, but still the little shop that cares. As you mentioned, the Raiders struck on that last power play. It was Noah Gregor, and they'll look for another goal here tonight with a 3-0 lead. Sean Montgomery not able to win the draw. Dimitru has it for the Giants, and Dallas Hines will send it down the ice. Pahal back to pick it up with Dimitru chasing him the whole way. Pahal waits behind the net. He'll dish left side now for Sergei Sapego. Sapego gains his own, lifts it rink wide for Montgomery. A battle between him and Dallas Hines. Dimitru now battling Leeson. Back to the line. Pahal holds. Across for Sapego. He and Pahal will switch. Right circle. Gregor. Pahal left point. Sapego near side. Back to Pahal. Fakes a one-timer. He'll keep the puck. Left circle Leeson. Leeson side of the goal. Montgomery jam play. Puts it just wide. And Gregor picks it up on the near wall. Up high. Pahal left point. Down into the corner. Brett Leeson. Leeson steps off the boards. Fires it, and a save made by Tendick. Good screen there by Montgomery. And Tendick hangs on.
Well, we saw the Raiders change up the power play a little bit in the second period, but this is different circumstances now. The Raiders are comfortable as long as they've got their stick on the puck. Power play stats are nice to have, and it's nice to see that the positives when you get those goals. But right now, it's controlling the time on the clock, and as long as the Raiders have the stick on their puck, they know Vancouver's not going to be able to score a goal.
Parker Kelly, Milos Roman on the draw. Kelly's going to get escorted out. In comes Ozzy Weisblatt. Kelly and Buffaro jump on the wall. Loose puck. Weisblatt knocks it back to the line. Hayes across for Gooley. Nice job holding the line there. Right circle. Alex Protas. He'll fire it. A blocker save by Tendick. Sweet spot there for Protas. Tendick handles it. Protas keeps it in. Kelly behind the net. Protas helping him. He'll knock it up right point for Caden Gooley. Gooley across for Zach Hayes. Hayes back to Gooley up top. Right circle, Alex Protas. Side of the goal, Kelly. Kelly back into the corner. He'll work it up top for Gooley. And that puck bounces away past Gooley all the way back into the Raiders' zone. 35 seconds remaining in the penalty to Dylan Plouffe. 6 minutes to go in the third. Raiders up 3-0. Gooley's pass for Protas too far. And an unforced icing call there against Prince Albert. Tonight's Venice House 2-for-1 over-under contestant is Krista McKay. Krista picked over 3 goals for the Raiders tonight. Congratulations, Krista. Well, one more actually. I should hold up. You haven't won it yet, but if they get one more, you'll get 2 free pizzas, and you can win 2. Just tune in Mornings with Chris and Tina Monday to Friday on CKBI.
It's a face-off down in the Raiders' zone as they end up with the icing on this power play.
Giants on the puck. Caleb Bullich hangs on for a while, but he's stripped of the puck, and Parker Kelly starts ahead for Prince Albert. He'll gain the red line and dump it in. He's checked by Jaden Joseph. Giants on the puck. Canuck Liepert back in his own zone. Looking to kill off as much time as he can. He'll find caution neutral ice. Back for Joseph. Giants are going to work the puck around their own zone. Raiders 4 men back in neutral ice, not even trying to get anything going here. Sent down the ice by Joseph just before Plouffe rejoins the play. So Giants get the kill, but the Raiders happy to take 2 more minutes off the clock. Gregor ahead for Moe into the offensive zone. He'll chip it past Byram. Buffaro back to pick it up. Into the corner, read there by Spencer Moe. He'll kick it down low for Gregor. Gets past him, and Buffaro has it up the right wall. Up the middle, bouncing puck handled by Davis Kosh near side. He'll put it in front. Backhander out front, Hardy. Tied up by Cole Fonstad. Great back check there by Fonstad. And the Raiders clear to neutral ice. Byram ahead for Hardy. Big hit by Braden Bahal as he gains a line, and the captain steps up on Owen Hardy. Both of them go down on a heavy impact. Giants dump it in. Here's Knackbauer. Left side, squeezed by Hardy in front of the benches. And Dimitru brings it ahead for Vancouver. Dimitru, a shot. That one ricochets wide. And now Parker Kelly clears to neutral ice. Owen Hardy putting a beating on the gate in that Vancouver bench. Didn't like the hit he took there from Bahal. Vancouver works it into the Raiders' zone. Masella back to pick it up with 4:20 to go in this third period. 3-0 is a Raider lead. Hanoun over the line. Chips it in. Back to pick it up is Justin Sordoff. Sordoff left side for Roman. Milos Roman into the offensive zone. His pass blocked by Masella. But Canuck Liepert finds it for the Giants. Cutting to the net, Canuck Liepert. It's redirected behind the goal. Alex Canuck Liepert up high for Milos Roman. Roman at the blue line, watched by Leeson. He'll bring it down the right side. Milos Roman down into the corner for Watts. Watts rink wide for Canuck Liepert. Canuck Liepert walks the blue line. Across for Sordoff. He'll load and fire. That one blocked by Dante Hanoun. And Hanoun finds it down in the corner. He'll lift it out to neutral ice. 3.5 remaining. The Giants' net is empty. Extra attacker on the ice. Sordoff steps in, a wrist shot. Handled by Ian Scott. And he'll hang on to that one. And if you want to hang on to the icy or slippery roads this spring, head on down to OK Tire in Prince Albert and make sure you've got the proper tires for the occasion.
Well, again, Vancouver Giants, they leave the goaltender David Tendick on the bench. You got a face-off down in the Prince Albert Raiders zone, and the Raiders have really gone into shutdown mode here in the last half of this third period. We could see them on the power play, certainly not as aggressive on that that power play. They're just trying to get this clock to wind down as fast as it can.
Montgomery and Dimitru on the draw. Dimitru wins it for the Giants, 6-on-5 advantage. Left side, Davis Kosh. Down low for Jared Dimitru. Dimitru up high for Bowen Byram. Byram, left side for Kosh. It skips away from him. He'll look to center. It's blocked by Montgomery, and Leeson will skate it ahead past Byram. Leeson chops it ahead looking for Protas, and it's cut off by Plouffe as the Giants regroup in their own zone. 3 minutes to play in game 2. Raiders a 3-0 lead. Byram sends it in around the glass. Nielsen takes a high hit there from Pahal. He goes down, he'll pop back up, and the Raiders clear down the ice. Byram back to pick it up in his own zone. 2:40 remaining. 6-on-5 here for the Giants with a net empty. Nielsen not happy about that hit he took from Braden Pahal, who came crashing in on that play. Ian Scott plays it around the glass, held right point by Bowen Byram. Byram down the right wall, he'll cut towards the slot, bouncing puck. Cleared up the near side, and Byram holds there. Left point is Byram, he's everywhere. Bowen Byram surveys up high, Plouffe, a drive, and a save made by Ian Scott. And he'll hang on to that one. 2:12 to go in regulation, a 3-0 Raider lead. Giants pushing with their net empty.
Well, the Giants are pushing with their net empty, and they've got players that are starting to run out of gas. Bowen Byram, he's had a lot of extended shifts here in this third period, as he's definitely one of their catalysts, definitely on the offensive side. But it's still this extra attacker out on the ice with Tendick off in that empty net for the Vancouver Giants.
Sean Montgomery and Jaden Joseph taking the draw. Pulled free. Hayes looking for it. The Giants find it. Sort of lost it to Leeson, and Leeson out to neutral ice. He's upended by Byram. Takes away probably a sure goal there for the Raiders, but it was quick enough that Byram didn't get called for interference, and the Giants lifted right back in. Worked up high, Byram again, left point. He'll bring it down the wall, and a great play by Brett Leeson staying on Byram. And now sort of all over a Raider down in the corner. He and Pahal a little bit of back and forth as the Raiders clear. Montgomery looked like he had a break, but the puck got away from him on the outlet pass. Giants bring it back in with 90 seconds to go in this third period. Scott out of his net to play it. He'll leave in the corner for Pahal. Pahal up the wall. He'll find Protas. Protas near side. Leeson over the red line. Leeson hits the empty net. Insurance marker, 4-0 Prince Albert.
That'll seal the deal for the Prince Albert Raiders in this game. 4-0 now. Discussed by one of the Vancouver Giant defensemen out there. It was Alex Kanek-Liepert. He was disappointed in himself on that particular play, as it was a great pass actually from Protas back to Leeson, and then Leeson able to get it between the legs.
Goes Pizza on second. His 7th of the playoffs, scored by number 20, Brett Leeson. The assist to number 21, Alexei Protas. And number 8, Braden Pahal.
Well, that goal for Brett Leeson will extend his point streak now to 5 games. Fuller in there working on Gooley on the forecheck. Puck worked free, and here's Jacob Brook ahead for Eric Pierce. Pierce into the offensive zone, chips it for Moe. Fuller crashing down on him. Moe plays it in deep. Bullich behind the net. We're in the final minute. Brought to you by Carlton Honda. Raiders a 4-0 lead in Game 2 of the Rogers WHL Championship Series. Masella back to pick it up. He takes a punch to the chin from Fuller. Up the right side, Jacob Brook. He'll work it out to neutral ice. Dallas Hines on the puck, right side, Bullich. And listen to the crowd sending the Raiders off to Langley. Dumped into the Raiders' zone, 20 seconds remaining. 3,289 on their feet here in Prince Albert. A split this weekend. And these teams will switch venues for Game 3 Tuesday night. And the Raider faithful send them off with a standing ovation. 4-0 is the final for Prince Albert tonight. We'll step aside. Post-game show is next. You're listening to the WHL playoffs powered by Kubota on Glenmore Raider Radio.